Hey guys, today I decided to make a short video about the Armory station, but before you close the video I want to show you how you can get the max out of the Armory station without spending crowns on additional slots. Especially if you're an endgame player, this might be quite interesting because I will show you a way that allows you to save as many profiles as you desire. So the idea is to use additional add-ons in conjunction with the Armory, which means we will be using a gear setup add-on. I will be showing alpha gear, but I will switch over to something like Wizard's Wardrobe in a few days or weeks whenever I find the time to transfer my profiles. You could use Dressing Room, you could use Bandit's user interface. It doesn't really matter as long as you can save your gear setup there. The second add-on you will need is called Chaos Skill Point Saver, an add-on which has been around for quite a while, which is kind of very useful because it allows you to save and restore skill setups. I have used it basically whenever ZeniMax decided to reset champion points or gear skill setups on upcoming changes or releases. The last add-on, which is not mandatory but still pretty useful, is Statics Quick Slot Profiles, which allows you to save quick slots, profiles for your quick slots. I currently only have one for my tank, which just defines what items will be available in the quick slots. You could create one for PvP, you could create for DDs to have like spell crit potions in here or whatever you like, but it's quite useful because resetting your skill profile also deletes the quick slots as well. Now this should be enough as an introduction. Maybe to mention I have shown it on my stream as well. So if you want to have a description in German language, just head over to my Twitch channel. I will create a highlight of the section where I described how this all works on my stream as well. Okay, now let's just jump into a raid and see how this all works together. Okay, here we are. So I basically decided to just travel to Cloud Race to show you that it also works in the entrance hall of a raid. It doesn't work anymore as a raid has started, so there is a limitation of the Armory or the Armory Assistant. So you can't use him as soon as you pass through the gates and the timer starts ticking. I guess the reason for that is that it would allow you to switch between a tank and a DD profile during the raid while you're pushing scores, and that would of course be an advantage and kind of a pay-to-win approach when it comes to raids. So I really much appreciate that this is not possible. Nevertheless, it would have been awesome if they just would have decided to create something useful for console players that would allow them to switch profiles within the raid. But anyways, a restriction which exists, but you can still use the assistant in the entrance hall. You could do the same on the Armory in your house. So you don't need the assistant, but I think the assistant makes it even more usable, and yeah, you will see in a second. So what is this about? So what is the actual trick behind all of that stuff? What I did is I created a preset and called it empty preset, which isn't really empty. So I already set the outfit style because it would delete my outfit style over and over again. And I also saved my default quick slot profiles into it. But before creating the preset, I have reset all my attributes, all my champion points, all my weapon and skill slots. So I basically have an empty profile. You could create an empty profile by just loading an empty one, do the changes, whatever you like, and save it again. So Now, I have a basic tank setup. I have created an example setup for this demonstration. I have around 2 skill points free, and yeah, some basic skills in here. So let's maybe cover it from the standpoint of a situation where you come into a raid and your raid lead tells you, it's nice that you have the echoing vigor, but you have to go portal as a necro tank, so you should have something to heal yourself. Please bring the reverberating vigor. And let's say maybe the raid lead wants me to not use the glacial colossus, but the pestilent colossus, so the different morph. Now I'm here. I could go there and port out to the shrine and change all my gear setups. What I could do instead is just talk to the assistant and go there and say, yeah, I want to equip this one because it's empty. So I have loaded the preset I have called empty preset, and what has changed is that I don't have any skills anymore. And I don't even have any attributes assigned anymore. So I can go there and open Chaos Skill Point Saver and say, yeah, I want to have the standard profile. The standard profile has like my champion points. I have 55 health, which might be a bit too high for a run in Cloud Rest due to the healing debuff. So I can also go there and set this to 0 and say I want to change this and just a second, yeah, some stamina points, some magica points instead. As I maybe want to run with this raid group more than once, I can say, yeah, let's go for a VCR and name this profile as I just did. So then the raid lead told me, yeah, I want to use the Glacial Colossus instead. So I go there, the Pestilent Colossus instead. So I go there and change the morph to Pestilent Colossus. And the raid lead told me, yeah, I want you to play the green Vigor morph instead. So I say, yeah, let's go to Resolving Vigor. Now I can just save this template and say, okay, I want to assign it. So I just click assign, and assign. Did I assign? Yeah, I did. So what you would notice then is that my skill bars are gone. That is not a big deal because I can just load the profile I had before. And now you see I now have the Echoing Vigor and I have the different morph of the Colossus. So when the raid is done, I might want to switch back to my previous setup. So I just go here and tell the Armory dude, yeah, again, delete all stuff I have equipped. Then I again open up Karos Skill Point Saver, and I already saved this template as a standard template. You see I have the Echoing Vigor in here, so I just reapply this template, and I am basically ready to go. So still afterwards I just have to set my skills again once, and I have again the Glacial Colossus and the Echoing Vigor. So this is kind of useful because it basically gives me the ability to save all skill configurations I need, because it doesn't limit me to the maximum of 10 slots, and it doesn't even limit me to the number of slots I have bought, because I just I am just using one of them. You can use this on the console as well, but you will have to reassign each and every of your skills over and over and over again. But it might be useful if you just have a few skills that you want to change again and again. Then you just don't apply the morphs and just load the configuration on the Armory and then change the morph the way you would like to see it. If you have any further questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments below. And if you like, you can also join me on my Twitch stream. I'm currently streaming twice a week on Mondays and Tuesdays normally. Just as a disclaimer, the main language of the Twitch stream is German, but please feel free to ask questions in English as well. I wish you a nice day and see you maybe in the game next time. Bye.